Welcome, foolish mortals, to Count Gauntly's Horrors from the Public Domain. I am your host, Count Simon Gauntly, and each episode I'll be leading you on a journey through the history of film. Specifically, we'll be exploring that eldritch abyss known as the public domain. These are films forgotten by time or abandoned by their creators. The strange, the horrifying, the poorly and cheaply produced. All of these are the purviews of the public domain. So what are we waiting for? Come, join me in my crypt. It's bigger on the inside. Come, join me.
There lived a man so long ago, Count Gauntly was his name. His horror host abilities had brought him wide acclaim. The people flocked from miles around each Gauntly movie night, not knowing that the films he showed infringed on copyright. Upon discovering this fact and learning it was true, an angry mob of lawyers formed with pitchforks, torches too. They tracked the Count and sought to stop his movie hosting ways, and torches blazing put an end to Gauntly's earthly days. But our man was too resilient to let death be the last word. He stirred, sat up upon his slab and vowed he must be heard. So he stocked his tomb with gadgets from the local studio, intent on showing movies on an awesome TV show. But he had to find a legal way, so Gauntly racked his brain. 'Twas then he learned of something called the public domain. Now here he is, the time has come, his dreams are coming true. Count Gauntly's here to share a film in hopes that you won't sue.
Hello, and welcome once again to Count Gauntly's Horrors from the Public Domain. 60 plus episodes we've been down here in the crypt, and so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. It's springtime, time for spring cleaning, so we've kind of pushed the furniture off to the sides. That's why it's all sparse back behind us. How are you doing, Blizzard Wizard?
Not great. It is springtime, like you said. It's always a rough time of year for me, but I am glad to be back in the crypt as always.
Yeah, you know, this is a pretty reliably peaceful time of year. Whoa!
Never fear! I am Batboy. I'm here to save the day. There's a meteor coming. What say you, Count Gauntly?
Whoa, this is a lot of information to process all at once. There's a meteor coming?
There's a meteor coming.
Wow, aren't we okay? We're like underground here. We're undead, we've died once. Is this that big of a problem for us?
Yes, but don't you want more people to come down here to the crypt?
That's right, we can't have it obliterated if we want other people to join us. And that's the whole point of the show. So, where
are your superheroes?
I don't know any personally. I mean, he's got some magic abilities.
We're gonna need more than just Blizzard Wizard.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll help you with your hunt. We'll help you repel that meteor. I mean, you look pretty super yourself. We'll be there for moral support. We don't really have superpowers. He's got a little bit of magic, and I think you got this.
Sounds good to me.
Well, lead on, Batboy.
Up in the sky, look! It's a plane! It's a plane! It's Superman!
In the endless reaches of the universe, there once existed a planet known as Krypton, a planet that burned like a green star in the distant heavens. Their civilization was far advanced and had brought forth a race of supermen whose mental and physical powers were developed to the absolute peak of human perfection. But there came a day when giant quakes threatened to destroy Krypton forever. One of the planet's leading scientists, sensing the approach of doom, placed his infant son in a small rocket ship and sent it hurtling in the direction of the Earth just as Krypton exploded. The rocket ship sped through star-studded space, landing safely on Earth with its precious burden, Krypton's sole survivor. A passing motorist found the uninjured child and took it to an orphanage. As the years went by and the child grew to maturity, he found himself possessed of amazing physical powers. Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. The infant of Krypton is now the man of steel, Superman. To best be in a position to use his amazing powers in a never-ending battle for truth and justice, Superman has assumed the disguise of Clark Kent, mild-mannered reporter for a great metropolitan newspaper.
Kent, I want to see you. Just received another threatening note.
Okay, Mr. White.
Lois, another note from the mad scientist.
Coming in, Chief.
Now listen to this warning. He plans to strike tonight. Beware, you fools. My electrothanasia ray strikes tonight at 12. Total destruction will come to those who laughed at me and failed to heed my warnings. Beware, I strike at midnight. This nut may prove dangerous. Kent, you help Lois follow up her lead. She may have an angle on this thing.
Yes, sir.
But, Chief, I'd like the chance to crack the story on my own.
No.
Thanks, Chief.
But, Lois. Chief, don't you think that's a dangerous mission?
I'm a reporter for the...
So, you want a story? I'll give you the greatest story of destruction the world has ever known. How is that for a story, Miss Lane?
dangerous threat, the mad scientist, whose warnings have held the city in a grip of terror, went on his rampage of destruction on the stroke of midnight. The deadly impact of his mysterious ray smashed the famous Tower Bridge, hurling cars and pedestrians into the river below. The police have warned everyone to remain in their homes.
This looks like a job for Superman.
I don't believe it. He isn't human.
Congratulations, Lois. That was a great scoop.
Yes, Chief, thanks to Superman.
So, Mr. Batboy, I see the meteor growing larger in the sky up there. You ready to execute your master plan?
Yes, do not worry. I have the greatest plan.
All right, so you got bat-themed powers, right? You're gonna fly up there and blast it with echolocation or something, right?
Close. Something with ice, maybe?
Have you considered ice?
I have considered ice, but I am not a blizzard wizard like you. I just have this baseball bat. I was gonna just pew. I played Little League baseball
Wait, are you just
50
a
years ago.
literal bat boy?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to see how this goes, I guess, because it's coming right down now. You got anybody else in your arsenal?
Don't worry. My sidekick here, the Pillow Pummeler.
Well, let's get a good look at this additional help you brought in. Interesting. All right, so what powers do you possess, Pillow Pummeler?
I have the power of bringing pillows at extremely inappropriate times.
Well, you certainly seem to have done that. Well, it's coming down now, so let's brace for impact, I guess. Oh, looks like it burned up mostly in the atmosphere there. It's pretty shrimpy looking.
All part of my master plan.
Nicely done.
Good work.
But yeah, it doesn't look like there's much left now, so I guess it's not something we have to be worried about.
Guess not.
There's plenty of power left in it, and I'm gonna sell it to the highest bidder.
Oh, wow. Who are you?
Malcontent.
Malcontent? You look like some kind of super villain.
I'm gonna go take over the world. I can't get off the stage.
Whoa. Are you guys equipped to deal with this?
Don't worry. Us two and you two, we can take it back. We can take the superpowers and give it to you guys down in the crypt.
That sounds pretty cool. I mean, I'd like to have some powers, and if that rock can just distribute them, you know, because it's full of rare minerals, I say why not? But, I mean, let's be real for a moment. You guys just dealt with that meteor, and it mostly resolved itself, if we're being real.
Yes, but everybody's a superhero. It's in the heart.
Oh.
What it takes is not your strength or your baseball bats or your pillows. It's all about what's in the heart. So you can be superheroes.
But I feel like there's something still missing. Any ideas, Pillow Pummeler, about what we would need to turn us into members of your superhero team?
Probably superpowers.
Okay, but aside from that, because we're looking
gonna
at
get
our
Alter egos. That's it.
What was that?
Alter egos.
Alter egos.
Right.
All right, let's see what we can do, guys. To the Gauntly crypt or cave. It's a cave now.
It is a cave.
Let's go. While you guys watch this.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Empowered with X-ray vision, possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent. What are you doing here?
Oh, just getting the woman's angle on this story.
The mechanical monster! Look out!
Come on, you fool! You want to get trampled?
Now, you wait here. I'll phone this in. Yes, I'll give you the details later, Chief. All right, Lois. Lois! This is a job for Superman.
What a story this is going to make.
The jewels. What have you done with the jewels?
You'll read about it in tomorrow's paper.
Are you going to tell me what happened to those jewels? Won't tell me. You'll soon change your mind. Superman.
step and she's doomed.
That's a wonderful story, Lois.
Thanks, Clark, but I owe it all to Superman.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I have been working hard, me and Pillow Pummeler actually have been working hard at making 2 of the newest superheroes. Gentlemen?
Yes, I feel the power coursing through my veins. I am Count Goodly.
And I am the Frost Giant, strangely enough.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty tall. You're of moderately impressive height. And looks like maybe you bulked up a little bit there.
Yeah.
You're kind of ripped.
I've got some extra muscles.
Do you just look like that under your coat normally?
I don't. I worked out real hard to go from being the Blizzard Wizard to being the Frost Giant.
Well, I'm going to need to hit you up for some tips.
I took him on the Bat Boy workout plan. Nice strong abs.
You should publish that.
I threw pillows at him.
You might make a little bit more money than being a Bat Boy.
You know, I think you're right.
All right, well, plans for the future. For now, though, let's head to the big city, because we got to face off with that supervillain Malcontent. And now that we are thus attired, I think we're ready to do it.
I think so.
Let's strike a dramatic pose, super team.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Only a time. 1/5 of a dollar. You're just about to witness the most amazing sample of Texicorian art the world has ever seen.
Sorry, old fellow.
Fine thing. Ace newspaper woman scares monkeys.
Ace newspaper woman reviews circus. What an assignment.
Yeah, too bad, Lois. Looks like a great night for a murder or fire or something.
Hurry! Step right up and
That's your cue, Lois.
The show's about to start. Only a few minutes before the performance begins. Oh, hurry!
Superman. Lucky Lois. Always gets her story.
And luckily, she lived to write it.
Thanks to Superman.
Whoa! Come on, Blizzard. Oh, pardon me, Frost Giant. Let's head up this skyscraper. Oh, this is way harder than it looks on TV. But you know, we gotta do it. Because if our mentor's words hold true, this is the urban lair of that wicked malcontent. Whoa!
What's that I hear outside my window?
Wait a minute. Aren't you Zaya King, host of that smash radio hit on WGMU titled Something Different?
Why, yes, I am.
What do you know about that, Frost Giant?
I think I've heard of that show before.
You look similar to my co-host, Andrew.
Strange.
Yes, the world is full of coincidences. Don't think too deeply about it. Back to your life, citizen. Come on, Frost Giant. We got a long way to go. Okay, we secured the guideline. Guys, whoa, follow behind. Whoa, this is treacherous.
Faster than a streak of lightning, more powerful than the pounding surf, mightier than a roaring hurricane. This amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the man of steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
And while on a hunting trip, my father discovered what are now known as the Henderson Caverns. More than 40 years ago, he mysteriously disappeared while exploring them further. Recently, I found these maps and charts he left, suggesting that still greater wonders and mysteries lay beyond in this vast underground world. Now, if your paper will help finance the expedition, I will take Miss Lane and Mr. Kent with me and guarantee the Daily Planet exclusive rights to the story.
Sounds like a great story, Chief.
I'd love to go.
Well, Let me see.
All right, it's a deal.
Thanks, Mr. White. We can leave immediately. Careful now. Those are explosives for the blasting we'll have to do. We're shoving off, Kent. Meet you in the Blue Grotto.
So long, Clark.
See you later, Lois.
According to the map, this next grotto is the furthest any man has ever been.
Is that to be our assignment?
That's right. The dynamite.
Look at the statue above his head. Why, the resemblance is remarkable. Is that...
Yes, my father. But what would they be doing with a statue of him?
And the sun! And the sun! And the sun! And the sun!
This is a job for Superman.
It's really a great story, Lois. But no one would ever believe it.
I'm gonna take over the world. The day has come. And they're never gonna stop me.
Ah, there she is!
That's where you're wrong! Oh, she's still got that super strength! Oh, she's really giving it to us. Wait, here I go.
My turn!
Oh man, she's just really gloating here. Come on, Brooks.
We are the superheroes. We are here to save the city. We are here to save Count Gauntly. It is what you believe. It is what you want. Let us go.
Yeah.
Let us take her
really
down.
Really look inside, guys. And in fact, I think I know what's been missing all along. We need some teamwork on this super team. So, here's what we're gonna do. Battle stations, everybody. Let's go. Okay. All right, now's the time.
All right, Frost Giant.
And Pillow Pummeler, do your stuff. Got it.
Pillow Pummeler, let's get her.
Okay. Let the real superheroes take over.
All right, we got her.
So you did. A good day's work.
But, what are we gonna do with this?
Wow.
I'll handle this.
That was very bold. He just jumped right off the building. I guess he's got something in mind.
I'm impressed.
Ha ha ha.
Step up. And away we go.
Faster than a streak of lightning. More powerful than the pounding surf. Mightier than a roaring hurricane. This amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
I'm sick of this fool masquerade. I shall be glad when I'm finished with my work here. Captain, the submarine fleet commander is impatient for news of the American convoy. He will be advised of its location shortly. To your post. By stealth.
Lieutenant Fleming.
Miss Lane.
Yes?
Here, take these. Important papers. Destroy them.
American stubbornness. I give you just 10 minutes to remember what you did with those papers, or I will be forced to brighten your memory with fire.
So what?
Das ist genug. We're scheduled to meet the convoy ourselves in a few hours. That's fine. How's that, sir? I said that's... That's fine.
I warned you, Fräulein. Unless you talk, I will make no effort to interfere with these natives.
Oh, cut the comic opera stuff.
Very well, Ngala. Even now, if you tell me the location of the papers, I can... I have to look! Your Yankee brandy was in vain! Hurry! Contact submarine fleet commander at fast! Jawohl!
Looks like they're having a party down there.
And us not invited. How do you like that?
What's that? It's Fleming ship. Empty. I wonder.
Come in base 3X. Come in base...
There's what, Allison? That's the door.
Come in base 3X. Come in base 3X.
Torpedoes 1 and 2 ready, Herr Kommandant. The War Department goes on to say that during this action, an entire fleet of Axis submarines was destroyed by American dive bombers, affording the troop ships a safe crossing.
On the mighty mission, praise the Lord, and has the ammunition and will...
It sure is cool that we all have superpowers now.
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly.
But won't this risk changing the status quo of the show too much? Seems trite if we can magic ourselves new power every episode.
It's always been pretty weird. This is just more of the same.